Hello learners, welcome to this video lesson. Today we are going to discuss another topic of your module 7, that is Swami Vivekananda as a philosopher and as an educationist. We will be discussing in this session about the concept of education as given by Swami Vivekananda, and according to Swami Vivekananda, what should be the aim of education, then what should be the curriculum structure, then what should be the teaching learning process, that is pedagogy, and at the same time how teacher and students are related with each other as per the concept of education by Swami Vivekananda. Before starting our discussion, let me to welcome you all. I, Dr. Niradhar De, faculty member, School of Education, welcome you to this video lesson. As you know that presently we are in the 7th module of your course. The title of this module is Contribution of Indian Philosophers, and let me to say that we are undergoing now the course in your BA general course, that is from the subject of education. Course code is BESC 131 and course title is Education, Concept, Nature and Perspectives. Friends, in this 7th module, Contribution of Indian Philosophers, 6 different important lessons are there, just like Swami Vivekananda, then Mahatma Gandhi, then Rabindranath Tagore, Jiddu Krishnamurti, Aurobindo Ghosh and Gijubhai Badeka. In this lesson, we will discuss about the detailed concept of education given by Swami Vivekananda. Before starting our discussion, let me to focus upon some of the important learning outcomes. I am very much hopeful that after going through this video lesson and the part E content which is given in your module, in 7th module of your course, you will be able to explain philosophy of life as per Swami Vivekananda. You will be able to define concept of education as opined by Swami Vivekananda. Further, you will be able to critically analyze educational philosophy of Swami Vivekananda on the following aspects, just like aims of education, curriculum, pedagogy and teacher and students. So, these are the certain learning outcomes. You should achieve these learning outcomes after going through this video. Now, let us focus upon philosophy of life as per Swami Vivekananda. Friends, Vivekananda's philosophy of life is based upon Vedantic philosophy, and he looked at Vedantic views from the standpoint of spiritualism, modernity, science, rationalism and equality. Try to understand. When I am talking about Vedantic philosophy and when you will go deeply into the ideas of Swami Vivekananda, the philosophy of Swami Vivekananda, it is based upon these 5 pillars, you can say. One is spiritualism, other is modernity, and further is science, then rationalism and equality. Swami Vivekananda always give importance upon spiritualism. Here the concept of spiritualism is something different from a religious practice. Okay. So, religious practice may be a mean to achieve spiritualism. So, that is why to understand a thing and to deeply involved in process of knowledge, in realizing the things, one should be a spiritual being. So, that is why spiritualism or spirituality is one of the life philosophy of Swami Vivekananda, and that he has also transformed in his educational philosophy, in his concept on education. And further, Vivekananda also given importance upon modernity. Okay, so how to lead one's life, how to realize the truth, and at the same time how to go on progressing in one's thinking process, in one's realization, and to practice it also in the present society. So, that is why modernity is another important aspect of the philosophy of Swami Vivekananda. Further, Swami Vivekananda has also given importance upon science. Okay. According to him, without science, there is no development of knowledge. So, one side there is the abstract knowledge, or you can say a abstract society, and other side there is a materialistic society. So, or materialistic knowledge. So, friends, synthesizing both type of knowledge, it may be a science based materialistic knowledge or worldly knowledge that you are saying, and at the other side spiritualism based abstract knowledge. So, here there is the need to synthesize, there is the need to establish a type of association, establish a type of interlinking between one spiritual life and a material life or a physical life, life that we are leading in the physical world. So, Vivekananda has also given importance upon the science based knowledge, connecting it with the spiritual entity. Then further, rationalism is also another important aspect as per Swami Vivekananda. So, whatever we will believe, whatever we will practice, it should be a type of rational understanding, it should be a type of you can say rational truth. That is why one should develop rational thinking with certain logic, with certain reasoning. So, that is why only the knowledge that is truth which is rational. So, Vivekananda also given importance upon developing a sense of rationalism, at the same time equality. Equality is also I can say in our Indian democracy, this is also one of the pillar, this is also one of the very important aspect. Okay. So, through the constitution, in our education process, in our education system, continuously this has been practiced, that how to establish a equality based just society and how to establish equality with equity. So, the concept of equality is also based upon, is also reflected from the philosophy, from the life philosophy of Swami Vivekananda. Further, his philosophy of life can be best interpreted in terms of metaphysical, epistemological and axiological point of view. Try to understand that what is the metaphysical and epistemological and axiological understanding or axiological views as per Swami Vivekananda. In our earlier lesson, we have already discussed that what is the concept of you can say metaphysical point of view, or these are the different branches of philosophy, you can say metaphysical branch and epistemological branch, at the same time axiological branch. But as per Swami Vivekananda, he has also defined life, he has also defined philosophy of life as per these three branches of philosophy: metaphysical, epistemological and axiological branch of philosophy. Just to recapitulate, in our earlier lesson, metaphysical point of view give importance upon the reality of life. Okay. And for the epistemological point of view, it gives importance, it focuses upon the knowledge aspect, understanding knowledge and creation of knowledge. And further, axiological point of view or axiological aspect of or the branch of philosophy, it gives importance upon understanding values and practicing values. So, friends, these are the three important aspects that is also highly reflects from the philosophy of Swami Vivekananda. According to Swami Vivekananda, what is the reality of life, then what is the concept of knowledge, and at the same time what is the concept of values and how to practice different types of values. To discuss specifically the metaphysical point of view as per Swami Vivekananda, we find that in metaphysical view, Swami Vivekananda explained karma doctrine in terms of social significance. Then further, his views on God are for service to the poor. So, here this is the life, this is the main purpose of our life, is to work for the nation, is to work for the downtrodden, is to work for the poor. So, that is why as per the metaphysical point of view, Vivekananda has given importance upon the social significance of one's life, why we have taken birth in this society and for what we are living here. So, our utmost responsibility, our utmost duty is to do something for the society, for bringing changes in the society, okay, and to work and to provide service to the poor, provide service to the down to earth people, okay, downtrodden. And further, in a radically changed social context, by emphasizing the potential equality of all souls at the spiritual level, he intended to make Vedantic prescriptions as the very basis for the regeneration of Indian society. So, that is why he was very much influenced by the Vedantic philosophy, the Vedantic way of living. So, that is why his entire life philosophy is based upon the Vedantic philosophy. And further, we can say that Vivekananda's philosophy has been characterized as Vedantic socialism. So, as per Vedantic knowledge, as per the Vedantic philosophy, what is the concept of a society and how one should dedicatedly work for upliftment of the society, for the betterment of the society, for bringing changes in the society. So, that is why Vedantic socialism, to service for the poor, to serve to work for the society, is the ultimate aim as per Swami Vivekananda, as per the metaphysical point of view. And further, as per epistemological point of view, Vivekananda's philosophy of life focused on scientific methods in interpreting reality from the Vedantic perspective. So, he has not left the philosophy and ideas of Vedanta. Okay. So, that is why in a Vedantic perspective, how to use scientific methods, because when we talk about epistemological principle, epistemological branch of philosophy, it focuses upon the knowledge aspect, how to create knowledge, how to realize knowledge, and how to practice knowledge. So, that is why without practicing scientific method, we cannot create knowledge, we cannot create a new principle. Okay. So, that is why, and that should be as per the Vedantic perspective, the concept of knowledge as per Vedantic perspective. Further, he accepts empirical knowledge, rational knowledge, intuitive knowledge, and also revealed knowledge. Try to understand. When he focused upon empirical knowledge, it means Swami Vivekananda has given importance upon a process by creating a knowledge. So, what scientific process one should use for creating knowledge? Knowledge is a systematic, for development of knowledge is a very systematic work, is a scientific work. So, that is why he has given importance upon the empirical knowledge, then further rational knowledge, which is based upon logic and reasoning, then intuitive knowledge. It is many a time it is based upon one's experience. Okay. So, based upon one experience, one can also take a decision, one can also say that what will happen in future. So, that is why intuitive knowledge is also another important aspect so far as epistemological point of view as per the philosophy of life of Swami Vivekananda. Then revealed knowledge also. So, many a time it is based upon our own realization, based upon our thinking, based upon our ideas and ideologies. So, that is why revealed knowledge is also another important aspect as per the epistemological point of view. Then another important aspect of Vivekananda's epistemology was his insistence that the explanation of all phenomena must be from within the individual. So, you see Swamiji has given importance upon the individual soul, okay, the individual heart, the individual mind. He has given importance upon child, because the child has you can say all sorts of knowledge and experiences, and what is to be do, that the potential power or the potential energy that is with the individual, it should be come to the light by using certain means, by using certain method, or by using certain technique. If we provide certain support to the child, then definitely the internal quality, the internal power, the internal energy will come to the force. So, that is why he believed that you can say enough opportunities within the individual. So, it is to understand the individual, then accordingly to provide support to them. He was against resorting to extra cosmic and supernatural explanation even with regard to religious phenomena. So friends, he has considered religious phenomena as spiritual entity. Okay, so this is not simply superficially or by using an extra cosmic and supernatural belief in religion. Rather, from the religion, what spiritual experience, what spiritual knowledge, what spiritual you can say understanding that you will get, and further that will help to lead our life. Further, as per axiological point of view, you can say the axiological interpretation of Vivekananda's philosophy emphasizes traditional Indian value system. Friends, axiology gives importance upon values, importance upon practices of values. So that's why the traditional Indian value system, which is very much reflects in the NEP 2020, National Education Policy 2020, how to realize the Indian knowledge system, how to realize the Indian value system, and that we practice as an individual, that we practice in our curriculum, in our school curriculum, in our education system, and our constitution also, our Indian constitution also given importance upon this traditional Indian value structure and how to practice it, and which is comprises from dharma, earth, kam and moksha. These are the three important aspects that he has given importance, that he has focused so far as axiological point of view. The concept of dharma, the concept of earth, the concept of kam and the concept of moksha, and all these aspects are based upon the traditional Indian value system. However, with the intention to rejuvenate the Vedantic tradition, he interpreted Purushartha without deviating from the basis, with his appeal to the youth to find moksha in social service. So that's why many a time in his literature and in his thought he has given importance upon Purushartha, and that is possible when one or when you involve yourself in different types of social service. Now friends, let us focus upon educational philosophy of Swami Vivekananda. Friends, you will find that the life philosophy of Swami Vivekananda is somehow reflected in educational philosophy of Swami Vivekananda. Just like Swami Vivekananda viewed education in comprehensive and practical sense with a special emphasis on behavioral aspect of education that we do in our day-to-day life, that we experience and we practice. Swamiji emphasized on life building, man making, character making and assimilation of ideas in education. Try to understand. Swamiji in his educational concept, as per the concept of Swamiji on education, he has emphasized on life building. So how to develop our life and how to construct ourselves, and the man making education. Okay, so how to make the man, a complete individual, a holistic, how to bring inclusive and holistic development within the individual. Then character making is, after all, you can say this is the most essence of one's life. Okay, and further assimilation of ideas in education. So friends, the ideas that we are generating every day, you will find that you are involving yourself in your thinking process. You are realizing the new things and how to assimilate these ideas in education. So that is also one of the important aspects as per the educational philosophy of Swami Vivekananda. And further, according to Swamiji, through education, an individual gets help from one physical, mental, spiritual development. So here you see three types of development is given importance: physical development of the child, mental development of the child, at the same time spiritual development of the child. So only development of only one aspect is not enough. Rather, a complete development of man is possible when the individual developed physically, intellectually, that is the mental development, and also development of spirit, development of soul. And so far as the definition of education which is given by Swami Vivekananda, he says that education is the manifestation of the divine perfection already existing in man or already present in man. Try to understand. Education is the manifestation of divine perfection which is already existing in man. That means certain divine perfection which is given by God, which is given by divine soul, that is within us, that is within the individual, that is within the child. And what education does? Education just manifests of that divine perfection. So that's why education provides certain support, education work as a tool, education work as a means. By using different techniques, by using different methods, what we do, we just extract the knowledge, the potential knowledge, the divine perfection, the knowledge which is given by divine, which is already existing in man, that how that knowledge, how that perfection will come out. Okay, so education provides certain support to the learners, and education work as a mean to manifest that divine perfection. So this is the beautiful definition of education or concept of education which is given by Swami Vivekananda. And further, he strongly criticized bookish knowledge and used to say, for the young students, that is, I would prefer them playing football rather than reading Gita without having capacity to understand its essence. Friends, if we are unable to understand the essence of Gita, and if we are wholeheartedly engaged in playing football, it is not only playing football, rather if wholeheartedly we are engaged in different types of constructive work, it may be games and sports, or it may be other types of social activities. Okay, so that is more important. So that's why whatever one is doing, he should do it consciously, and he should do it positively and constructively for the betterment of the society. Further, education is helpful in understanding and realizing reality, consciousness and bliss in a true sense. Reality, that's called as the Sat, consciousness is Chit, and bliss is Anand. That's called as Sat Chit Anand. That means whatever we are doing, we should do it real, and we should understand the things in a reality. And whatever we do, we should consciously do, we should understand the things, and consciously we should involve ourselves for the development or for the work and for the bliss. Whatever we do, we should enjoy a type of good feeling, we should enjoy a type of anand in doing the thing. So that's why in a very true sense, we should involve ourselves in doing a thing so far as the concept of education is concerned. Further, he expressed his ideas on mass education, women education, religious education, national education and vocational education. Try to understand. At that time also he has given importance upon mass education, equality in education, how education should be provided to all. Then women education, how the girls, how the women will be educated and they will be equipped with, and they will be considered equal with the men. Further, religious education, not in a very religious term, rather spiritual education, how to realize spirituality by practicing a religion. For the national education and vocational education, how to develop certain skills and competencies through vocational education was also given importance, and development of national spirit, development of national understanding and national education was another important aspect. According to him, education must emphasizes on creativity, originality and excellence of an individual. As per his thoughts, a good education is one that unfolds the hidden potential in human being. The things which is hidden, which is in potential form within the child. So how to bring that potential energy, potential force to the light. So that was the main focus of educational concept of Swami Vivekananda. True education needs cultivation of a sense of humanity. So how to develop that morality, that values for developing for the betterment of humanity. And for the sense of humanity is a foundation of man's character, the true and essential prerequisites of a balanced personality. So, how to realize it and how to practice it. Further, he has given importance upon certain features of education, just like God resides in every human heart. Every child is having certain power which is given by the divine. So, that is why God resides, the divine perfection that resides in every individual's heart. The best worship of God is service to mankind. Spirituality, ethics and morality should be the real basis of life as well as for education. Love and renunciation should permeate the universe. Religion means self-realization through self-control, yoga and meditation. So, how to control oneself, how to develop a type of self-control, and that we receive from religion, any religion. Then self-realization, how to realize, how to develop a type of self-realization. Then for practicing yoga as well as meditation, which is now a part of our education system also. Then aim of education as per Swami Vivekananda, he has given importance upon internal completeness into external world, so that one can realize holistic development of oneself or man making education. He has given importance, his aim of education is for the development of humanity, serving society and humanity, development of physical strength, then development of international brotherhood and world consciousness. So, Vivekananda's vision was not very limited, rather it was very widened. He was considering the whole world, the whole civilization is just like a family. So, that is why in his every word, in his every sentence, in his ideas and ideology, you will find that he has given importance upon world consciousness, international brotherhood, national integration, at the same time international understanding. So far as curriculum, as suggested by Swami Vivekananda, just like Swamiji suggested, curriculum to be divided into two parts. One is the materialistic, that is the worldly curriculum, and other is the spiritualistic, which is a type of abstract curriculum. Because without spiritualism, there is no you can say existence of a materialistic society. So, that is why how to synthesize this abstract curriculum, at the same time the worldly curriculum, it is the duty of the teacher. And for the development of soul and self-realization to be included in the spiritualistic curriculum, while teaching of language, science, psychology, art, agriculture, etc. have been kept in worldly curriculum. Further, according to him, modern education is more career oriented and do not give emphasis on the cultivation of values, discipline and character. So, he understands that modern education is not practicing the proper values, discipline and character. So, how to practice it in our education system, even if in our modern education system. So, how to make a curriculum with well equipped of values, discipline and character. And further, education must not overloaded with information, but it should aim at transforming the mind of the human being. So, how to develop the human being, how to transform the human being, how to develop the ideas and concept of the human being. Then true education should be for the national development. Further, so far as pedagogy is concerned, as per Swami Vivekananda, that is the teaching learning process, he has given importance upon methods of concentration and introspection. So, how the individual will introspect themselves and to get the true knowledge, true realization. Then yoga and meditation should be practiced, lecture and discussion methods should be practiced in the teaching learning process. Then self-exercise and different types of creative activities can also be practiced. As per Swamiji's concept on teacher, the relationship between teacher and student, just like role of teacher is to facilitate students and to create an environment to develop a sense of self-learning. Then education must be according to the nature of the need of the learner and do not determined by the teacher. Then further, teacher is supposed to see God in the soul of every child, and child should be considered as manifestation of God. He advocated that the students should practice spiritualism as spirituality is social service and a true religion. So that's why in the teaching learning process, how the teacher will involve the students in varieties of activities and how the teacher will feel that there is a divine perfection among the child, then accordingly how the teacher will provide different types of supports to the learners for their betterment, for their holistic development is the main aim of education. Now just to recapitulate and to focus upon some of the questions that you will practice, just like after going through this video lesson, I am very much sure that now you might be able to explain philosophy of life as per Swami Vivekananda, as per the epistemological, axiological and metaphysical views of life, philosophy of life as per the concept of concept given by Swami Vivekananda. Further discuss the concept of education as opined by Swami Vivekananda, then critically analyze metaphysical, epistemological and axiological views on life as per Swami Vivekananda, then discuss educational philosophy of Swami Vivekananda, then what are the aims of education as suggested by Swami Vivekananda, what should be the curriculum as per Swami Vivekananda, then discuss the concept of teacher and students as per Swami Vivekananda. So if you will answer these questions, then definitely you will be able to perform better in your term and examination, and I am hopeful that you must have understood the educational concept or educational philosophy given by Swami Vivekananda. In our next lesson, we will discuss Mahatma Gandhi as a philosopher, as an educationist, and the concept of education that was given by Mahatma Gandhi. Thank you.